For most of her energy, it's transferred into his body. It's all dissolved. About half an hour later, I think most people feel the time is right. I decided to open my eyes and wake up. The woman in front of him pretended to hold her head, not awake to say, "Where am I?" A touch of a billion, you're finally back. I thought you weren't paying attention to me anymore. His expression is beyond doubt. Face in amazement. This man just escaped death. The first thing after waking up. I'm not glad I didn't die. He was glad to see her again. She's a little confused. But remember what happened before. There's anger in my heart. Who says I'm not angry anymore? You can beat the city like that. It's also a sham practice. Pretend to be weak in front of me. Tell me what purpose you have. Most likely I heard her question, in a little bit of wonder. In my head very quickly turned around pretending to be naive. What more could I have? It's not the first day you met me you were very aggressive, Sao. But I know you're a good person. Even if it's hard to say, it still takes me. So I want to reach out and learn and be friends with you. When you hear it, it's cold. Who is this devil of yours fooling? Your battle and dignity. I've seen it all. You are cruel. You speak profane words. Not a man looking for comfort. Grape courtesy. You will actively make friends with someone who is Sao. I think hearing this is a bit surprising. It doesn't take too much contact with many people. From fighting, I can see the true character of some people. I really need to put some effort into this one. I just got through this. I think it is best to look at the room laughing. Billionaire agency really wants me to say Sao. Why did you approach me? For what purpose? You can't let others know. Probably touch your nose. On the face appeared embarrassed. I can't say what the purpose is. Just want to. Close to billions. The department is right. I'm really not going to make friends. Except for American women. Department heard the words. Turned away in a cold mouth. You haven't seen my form. How do we know we are American? Most likely to hear her answer. I knew it was back in my hands. I really have to thank Tung Thien Ba. He taught me how to fuck girls. I thought and smiled. Billionaire department, I told you. T's eyes are extremely beautiful. So I guess male is definitely a female. The officer hurriedly tilted his head to avoid his eyes. Cold voice denies speaking casually. Are the eyes beautiful or not? What does this have to do with what people look like? I can't help but laugh for an hour. Excessive winds continue to joke. Who says unrelated? My mother said that if you have beautiful eyes, you are beautiful. Your mother said it casually. So why do you want to show me? He said, I'm going to cover your face and cover your face. He looked at his actions immediately. Jumped to one side, dodge. The angry man shouted, Don't touch me. I am so scared of you. If you move your hands and feet like that, I won't be gracious to you. Most likely I saw all her expressions. I can't help but laugh out loud. I'm not fighting back. I'm afraid of anything. After hearing this, the police finally calmed down. Look at the most solid side. The surgeon shook his head and laughed. Okay, don't joke about it later. No matter what you approach me for. Even though we're about to leave. Maybe we won't see each other again in our lives. They have nothing to do with each other. Most likely I heard her say she wanted to go. I can't help but wonder. If you are gone, you know where to go to find the jade. Then he shouted out what you want to go, where you want to go. She slowly shook her head and sighed. You don't have to ask. I didn't tell you. This is the last time I will see you. We won't see each other again. End words. She turns her back a straight line forward. Most likely, the shadow of her back caught my attention. Want to get the jade? Bodhi translated, you can only steal now. The enemy is also a master. Fighting is too noisy. It will attract other players. Then it can't be arranged. You can only control the enemy. He looked up at the office and shouted for her. Please don't go without me. I said get out of bed. It's like immediately falling to the ground. The police department heard his movements and hurriedly turned around. When he saw that he was about to fall, he immediately ran to help him. Take advantage of this moment. Most likely, I want to force you to give me a copy. Or kill her and steal it. At this moment in his heart, he is no longer a friend. Only someone gets in the way. The hand wants to control her. I can't believe right now. The veil on her face fell to the ground. Show off her quick disposition. The most likely to see him immediately. Hurry up and get your hands back. I see him motionless. You have a chance to throw a hand at him. Then quickly leave. But most probably I don't know. One moment she turned her face away. There were two tears on her face. He was now beaten up for stupidity. Absolutely. You can't care about other people's situations. Acceptance 126 Breakthrough. Calm down again. Most definitely embrace one side of the red face. BO people stand up. Remember the face behind the Kier curtain. Really nervous, not softly muttered. I can't believe it. There really is such beauty in the world. The previous compliment was a little flattering. I can't believe it's true. Women with beautiful eyes are beautiful. She can be considered the first in the world. It's hard to imagine. In this world, who has the appearance to pass through her department? Big eyes glistening. Live nose, straight skin, white pink. This gas. This beauty deserves to be the first beauty in the world. Suddenly he remembered his purpose. I can't help but cry in my heart. After the end of my life, I still can't get it. You've run away. The clue is broken. You'll know where to find it later. He doesn't understand himself a little. After all, why didn't he do it at the time? There's no way that her beauty can't stand it. I don't think I'm that excited either. No matter what. You are gone too. You can only take one step and count that step. 3 days later, I can understand a way to ask. Go to the slums. Find the best place to live. Straight to a star. Uncle Dong came to take a look. I can see the worst of it inside. At this moment, he is sitting on a bed of meditation. My eyes are half closed. And when I saw him, I was immediately delighted. One step plunge into the brotherhood. Did I finally find you? That's really good. But when he came to the door, he was forced back by a great force. Can't get in. Most likely I heard the call. Slowly come out of the state of cultivation. These 3 days I have been practicing. Fortunately, there are 3 types of severe stress. To add the Korean sound principle absorbed from the base. He finally came to the bottom 2. This breakthrough. Even if it's the sky and the sky. Directly to fight. He will not lose either. I thought and smiled. Slowly step out. Go to the front of Dongthin Ba. You are 2 families. Run to the halls of my 3 clans. That's an honor for you. Dongthin Ba ate the knife. Immediately raise your head to look at him resentfully. Less game. Your room is weird. Why can't we get in? It's like being pushed out by a lawyer. Of course, most people know what it is. Look at him laughing. Who asked you to enter by yourself? Today I want to practice quietly. Let's arrange the battle outside. The man heard it immediately in surprise. He also knows the French. I can't believe I haven't seen you in a while. This person is so advanced. I thought, and then I looked back. The most suspicious, or what else do you know about France? Brother, if not me and you eat. Have fun together for so long. I thought standing here was someone else. I haven't seen it in years. Not only has it increased. Advanced knitting techniques. Even the French have learned. Most likely, look at the person in front of you. Laugh. Brother, you're right. But unfortunately, he can admit it. I don't have to throw the jade. Laughing for 2 hours. Probably the most embarrassing answer. Are you laughing at me? I used to be young and playful. Then Miss Dong and his family splashed water. Wake up and change that wrong. I understand the message from before. Growing voice. If you say that, you are blaming me. What happened before? Let it go. Dong Thien Ba saw the embarrassing situation. Immediately raise your voice to solve the siege. I saw my brother grow up like this. Ka is also ashamed. The other day I decided to do a new one myself. Probably most hurt him. The surgeon sighed. The sky is only so high. That's too much. If the effort can be stronger than that. People everywhere are fake. It is also good to have the will to advance. He still shouldn't attack him. Dong Thien Ba is currently burning hot air. Suddenly I found out there was no office. Doubt of my brother. Where is your office? At first she said she wanted to save you. The results really saved your life. What a miracle. I can't see the shadow now. I heard Han mention the office. The worst is heartbreak. The jade body could have been within reach. But to run away, unfortunately. The doctor sighed. Say it out loud. There used to be a great heaven in front of us. And I don't appreciate it. Until I lost it, I regretted not being able to. If God gave me one more chance, I would. It is most likely to be silent no more. In his eyes flashed determination. If I really see you again, he will definitely take it back. I thought he was heartbroken because the police were leaving. Speak up and comfort her. Your brother is in love but not in love. If you have love, you will definitely find each other. Most likely I can hear people. I know he misunderstood me for love. Trying to explain. He understood that he suddenly coughed a little. He glared furiously at Dong Thien Ba. Dong Thien Ba can see clearly. Inadvertently laughing at you. Actually, the lady is gone. There must be someone else. Don't wait for her. No matter where in the world there are no strange scented flowers. One branch of the flower alone. Just finished. I was embarrassed to lower my head. Most probably I can't help but notice a few. I can't help but laugh at these two brothers. They really look like guys. It is very disturbing for love. I have no intention of explaining. He decided to fire people. If you come to see me today, you want to see me die. Not yet. I can see it now. You should leave too. Hear this word. Dong Thien Ba seemed to remember the very act of patting one. If you don't mention it, it's almost. I forgot. This time I came to find you. One is to come and see your work. Two is to take you somewhere. His words did not break even. Most likely to leave. Most likely, it was naive for him to pull away. Can't help but feel strange. Like looking at his serious face. Be quiet too, Theo. Even though Sao currently locates the Booty Jade translation is not convenient to go out to spy a fen. A moment later, three people. They walked all the way to a square floor. He looked up at the sign. Ba long stick letters. This is the leader of the 10th floor of the dance hall. That stick HOA long owner. It's not that frequency. I don't know what he's doing here. He thought and immediately asked. Why did you suddenly take me to the flower bar for so long? Dong Thien Ba heard him ask. Immediately confused. I've been resting for a few days. I've thought about it. We constantly encounter people who want to kill us. For the same. It's because of Don Dan's old form. For 15 long of the long dance. Then whole long time owner is easy to get close to justice. He is also the easiest to talk to. I'm going to ask her to settle the case. If our two families are guilty of them, you will be in danger of extermination. I am most likely to hear this word. In my heart not to be despised. Be helpful if you really want to help. They will not let and I. Let's play the scoundrel again. And her purpose is to do so. It is to spy on his identity. It's good anyway. He also wants to meet the owner in person. Let's see how much doubt they have after the war. I thought and looked at Dong Thien Ba. But you still think the whole thing The two of us had to visit a bit. 127 meeting. Listen to the worst. Dong Thien Ba laughed for an hour. Take out a red invitation. Long way to go. There are two girls guarding the door. And when he saw that, he said, Miss, an hour's notice. Brother and sister Dong Thien Ba. Understand and expel the family. Prince Ingok has a job to see the owner's flower bar. The first to people look at you. The dog's eyes scorn people for an hour. 2 or 3 families also want to meet our landlord. It's not that easy. Dong Thien Ba was embarrassed to hear that. My face is red, but I'm still standing there. Most likely, there's no patience. Go straight to the front door. 2 girls. Do you know little Dadan? The 2 girls looked at each other. Then look at the most obvious. She's our sister. Do you know her? Even if you know her. She's on the form upstairs. This is the flower bar upstairs. We won't respect her face. I will not inform you. Most likely smiling evil towards 2. The first to say caca. I don't want to go to the back door. It's just that you haven't heard of Sao. She was stripped of her clothes by a man in the middle of the street. There's only one veil left. That man is me. Would you believe it if you two didn't go? Notice you here, you two in the blink of an eye. Put it out in the sun. The 2 of you are scared to take 2 steps back and shout. You dare, this is the flower. Most likely, the evil eye looks at you. There's a different kind of intensity in my eyes. 2 girls in a cold sweat. I don't know why. At the bottom of my heart is fear. Immediately shivering running inside. You just wait here and tell the owner right away. She looked at the 2 girls who were scared. And then look at the most boring. This time it's good to go to the bridge next to people. He threatened the 2 girls. There's really no attitude. A lover should have it. Most probably it doesn't matter. Looking at Dong Thien Ba. You deal with dog eyes. Just like everyone else like this. Scare is the most effective way. Dong Thien Ba silently sighed and refused to give an opinion. I hope this old flower is really easy to talk to. I don't want to take this little thing with them. 3 people are waiting for 2 brothers. Master Dong is not worried, but most likely the world calmly stood there. A cold sigh doesn't care. Very fast pissing head. In the announcement finally out. A little bit of taboo looks the most certain. Attitude doesn't get any lighter for a while. Our boss invited 3 of you inside. Very well. Thank you for the announcement. Dong Thin Ba heard that. Immediately draw to people inside. To make sure that the clo fluttered. Teasing to young ladies people. The 2 girls saw that they were finally gone. Hear a loud whisper. You didn't report it. This guy said obscene things to the Sao boss. The old man invited them in. Not to catch it. Strictly punish a decent match. Billionaire, stop talking. It's no use. Do you know what the owner said? What to say? The owner only said 7 words correctly. He's crazy. Don't mess with him. This time the little girl watched the door in horror. Shivering with fear. What background does the other person have? It can keep their owners that way for a long time. Of course, it's best not to tease. Must know. Most likely, he took the name of sending Ngok to Hovu City. Just arrived poked at the annoyance of the long form. And enjoy hentai lamb. And finally poked at the pharmacy. This person doesn't seem afraid of trouble. I don't mind the faces of the 7. You just need to hit him and you can do it. So the God's judgment is not wrong. He is a crazy man. That the insane have the power to be really scary. After a while, 3 people were led to a room. But the radio is now infected. Sitting in the electric chair, waiting for them. The 2 brothers saw that immediately. I saw 3 people enter. I look at the most obvious a little. He quickly walked away and laughed. 3, please sit down. The 2 brothers were too shy to sit. But most likely it is very natural. Find a seat facing the bar. Not a little bit of hesitation. The Lord saw this scene and finally regretted it. If you know how crazy it is, he should have gone himself. I thought, and suddenly the doctor looked at the Thai bar and said, Long master, please her generous. My brother doesn't understand rudeness. He's used to it. Please don't blame him. The most obvious look is the frequency. I can't help but feel. A crazy person is a crazy person. Is not abstaining from anything. Then she laughed for an hour. Ha ha ha. It is true that love is not the same. The owner will blame him. You both don't have to be too harsh. Please sit down. Tung Tien Ba heard her breathe a sigh of relief. The rumor is not wrong. Ho long stick idyllic owner so close. But he doesn't think either. You can be so humble. I'm not angry at all about this. It's like having the courage to take a deep breath. With my back down, Master, a few days ago. We are guilty of Lady Dawn. I hope the owner will master this award for 10 years. This great grace, the two companions will never forget. Listen to him talk about it. On the one hand, I don't laugh. This is really what we're after. I'm not serious. I just don't understand. I heard that this young man. They are the chief of the royal court. It's gone for a few days. Most likely, people are sitting around eating apples, suddenly mentioned by someone. Keep your head up and look at them. But even though this is a good thing, but authentic, meaning can connect. I had a chance to deal with it a little later. Thought. Most likely, the eye looks towards the Thai bar. I dare not be ugly with a smile. He was rescued by a masked woman. It was quickly decontaminated. Chintai then was a bit surprised. Doubt or asked the woman to cover her face. Most definitely staring at the Thai bar. Then keep talking. It's not wrong to find it in a slum called the office. People there call her a girl. The word just ended. Of course, the frequency startled me. One flashed in my eye. She seemed to know who that person was. Probably the opposite. Look at this little expression. Smiling, that's right. Of course, the police know the location. So you just need to search in this direction. I can find it very quickly again. Accepted 128 bodhicitta. He was very quick to hide his expression. Smile and say ha ha ha. The prince has this charm. In fact, fate is still great after all. There are blessings. Thank you for your words. I saw the expression of the two men in the end. Fortunately, there was no conflict. Suddenly in his hand there was a flash. There appeared a ring. Then he turned to the temple, laughing at the owner. This screen is a little bit of your mind. Please accept Cho. Please rely on the owner. Even a little bit docent. Look at that. It is not uncommon for her to laugh and shake her head. Take his mind as a carry-on. I'll take care of it myself, don't worry. Dong Thien Ba heard that and shouted urgently. This screen is a little bit of the mind of the lady. The owner must take it. If not, you can't rest assured. The Lord saw him in haste, and he nodded. Yes, we take it. This person carries it. Then she ordered him to bring it down. And then bring up a bottle of wine. Directed to BA speakers. 3 visitors from far away. Give me part of the ceremony. Batch HOA American Lake. This is the only wine in the world. We're very helpful in our practice. As the owner of the ceremony. The 2 sisters saw her offer wine. Not afraid to refuse either. Immediately take the cup of wine to drink. But most probably not that stupid. She has been a long-time owner. It's also the sky. You can easily buy them a drink. There is definitely an intention in here. So he's holding a glass of wine in his hand, slowly, not drinking. As expected of why. There is deceit in wine. 2 brothers after drinking. He fell on the table. Unconscious coma. I am most likely to see this scene unfold.